This is similar to the presentation that PowerPoint makes, but it's made with a system called Prezi, which is a lot more fun. Anybody ever used Prezi before? Yeah? It's a lot more fun. Okay, so when I think about gathering the information I need in order to make a works cited page, it's easy to make a comparison between putting all the stuff you'll need into one place in order to get ready to make a works cited entry and packing a suitcase for a trip. So say you're going to fly somewhere and you're at a specific, you're going to a specific destination. Say you're taking a Hawaiian vacation. What kind of stuff would you put in your suitcase? A bathing suit. Come on.
Sunscreen.
Sunscreen.
Flip-flops.
Beach towel.
Beach towel. Lip gloss?
Flip-flops.
Flip-flops.
Boy.
Flip-flops. Sorry, my old ears are not necessarily hearing the way they should. Anyway, lip gloss. I was like, interesting. Okay, but there's specific things you'd pack for that trip. What if you were taking a ski vacation? Did you take your sunscreen?
Yes.
Probably. Would you take your flip-flops?
No.
Maybe, if you're going back and forth to the hot tub, you know. How about your swimsuit? If you're going to the hot tub.
Depends on the hotel.
Depends on the hotel.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Coats, lots
how
of
about your
coats.
Hawaiian shirt and your Jesus sandals with your white socks? You think, no? Okay. The point here is that every time you are ready to make a works cited entry, each medium of publication is like packing a different suitcase. It's packing for a different trip. Okay, so for instance, I know, cool, huh? So for instance, this is a format for a short work on the web. So if you're looking at a website and you've got an article on a website that you want to cite, these are the things that go into this kind of suitcase. Okay, so these are the things that you would need before you get to the works cited page. These are things you have to gather into your suitcase before you leave the site. Okay, you have to have these things. The author, the title, the site title, who sponsors it, the date of electronic publication, so when it was published, the medium, which is web in this case, and then the date of your access. Now that's different than it would be for a print thing, because with a print book, nobody cares when you access the book, but they do care when you access the website, because website information changes, so it's always nice to put the date of access so that if the information changes after you have accessed that website, you're not responsible for knowing that. So it's just holding you accountable for that. I know, isn't that tiny? Kind of hard to read, don't you think? Let's focus on that. Okay, this is a screenshot from page 697 in your little brown handbook. So if you're following along or if you are looking for this stuff later on, I swear to God, all I did was screen capture that and paste it right there. So you'll be able to see this very, very easily. It's all color-coded for you. So those 7 things that you saw in that suitcase are all expanded right here. Okay, author, title, site title, name of sponsor, date of electronic publication, the medium, and the date of your access. Now this is still for a short work on the web. We're still working with the same type of thing. But notice it does not ask you for a URL. No URL. You want to know why? Because on a works cited page, a lot of times those URLs can be huge. You know, sometimes they're 6 or 7 lines long and they take up half the works cited page. And for what? They're not really used for anything. You're the person who uses the URL. If you need to cut it and paste it into a document for your own use so you can get back to it later, fine. But as far as MLA is concerned, that's one of the things since the 2009 update that they have canceled the need of. They do have a thing in there that says, if your instructor asks for the URL, put it in there. I'm asking that you do not put it in there. Okay, URLs are sometimes really, really long, and they're useless as far as I'm concerned. Because a lot of times, even though I ask for you to submit your paper electronically, if I control-click on that, sometimes the website is, the link is broken, sometimes the information has changed since you cited it, whatever. So don't put a URL in there unless you're specifically asked to by the instructor. Okay? All right, so that's on page 6.